And we're here with AFC Cleveland head coach Mike Sesar. So, Coach, you guys came out really aggressive, controlled the possession early, and had plenty of chances. Is that something you guys are working on this week?
Yeah, training this week on. We came in after last weekend's tough matches, against the Michigan Bucks and Christos. We just worked a lot on possession. Knowing this weekend against Buffalo and against Rochester, we're going to need to keep the ball. So we did a decent job keeping the ball. First half, we created some good, solid chances. We scored the goal. PK it was a little slick tonight, so it was very important that I didn't play that ball low. A lot of good things can happen on a slick surface, and obviously we got the PK, and then we continued to play. We had a little lapse on that set piece where it was a great finish by Buffalo. The guy had a rocket right in the upper 90. There's not much you can do, but just organizationally, we needed to stay organized. Stay in that back post. If we just had one guy in the back post there, that situation doesn't even happen. So, talked at halftime, just said, keep it going. We had a good flow, good tempo of the game. Again, like I said, we had tough games last weekend, so it was a little bit of a challenge. And I knew, second half when, after the 70th minute, when the team's energies start to fall down, we made some, key subs, and I think you saw the result at the end.
Yeah, and in that second half, you guys were able to blow it open. Did you take advantage of those opportunities, or was something you worked on at halftime?
No, just the flow of the game, the way we play, but like I said, I knew we were, coming against a tough team. They're a tough physical team. So if we kept the energy level high and kept on going at them, they would break down, and, they broke down. We had 2 PKs tonight, both legitimate. You can't really argue. Vinny had that great finish off his chest. I call it the Vinny train. I asked it for, to show up tonight, and it did. And then he really worked hard on that, that third goal when we got the PK, and him and Ben really worked their butt off to get that, chance. And again, we just kept our energy levels high. You saw the subs that came in. We put in Sky, who held the middle. Yanni worked really hard that first half. They did a decent job, and we, made a couple adjustments